Come on in this house, for I am he. Come on in this house, I am he. Come on in this house, I am he. I am he. I am he. I am he. Well, I've been coming up with these crazy stuff here. I'm sending y'all a message here to let y'all know that I'm live, full effect. Hey, I want to talk about you folks who out there was marching all the past couple of weeks, and you was marching because folks was I got a little high there. Folks was marching because of rightfully so. Someone definitely lost his life, and the straw. Well, that was the thing that broke the camel's back, and the people was like, "Okay, we're tired. We're done. It's enough. Enough is enough." All right. But there was a lot of crime going on in Chicago, and as I was watching the news, the streets were empty of marchers and picketers and protesters. Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. Sirwalterj Jones Show. I'm here. It is the evening edition. No, midday connection. Yeah, baby. How y'all is? Come on in. Come on in. The water is fine. The water is fine. A friend of mine said that 56 people were injured and 10 dead out there. Yeah. Your friend is right. Yeah. So good to see you, Janice Hobson. Where you been? Miss you. So, how do I start this off without getting too upset? So I'll just get upset. Some of y'all get on the last nerve that I have left. I don't have many nerves left, and I'm going to be another year old, let's say next week sometime. And next Wednesday, I'm going to be one more year old, and I got one nerve left. Just one. And who is that out there that's pushing my nerves off the cliff? Huh? Who? It's mainly you believers. It's mainly you church folks. It's mainly you pastors. It's mainly you folk who ain't doing nothing but collecting your tithes and your offerings, and you tickling the fancy of the people by you squalling, you're hooping, and you prophet-lying and test-lying, and now you want me to go out there and march with your Black to the Lives Matter. Shut up and sit down. Yeah, shut up and sit down. Shut up. Sit down. I will not be joining you on no marches against injustice and racism until you clean up your nasty neighborhoods. These are your kids who I have to keep calling the police on, the same department you want to defund. I got to try my best to keep my neighborhood clean because your kids don't even like you. And you want me to march with somebody else? I'm sorry. I need to clean my glasses because this ain't gonna be pretty, y'all. Hey, where y'all go? What happened? Did I lose my connection? Oh, sorry. I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't sleep at all last night. Yeah, sit your butt down. Shut up. Because every time I hear this crap about, the police are supposed to know better. They train to patrol and protect and defend and blah, 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 blah. and okay, and then your black folks in the neighborhood shooting and killing and pillaging and raping and molesting and all, and some of that is happening in your church. They should have put a sign like they do when those people who are on the sex offenders list. They put a sign in the lawn that says sex offenders house, be careful. They should put signs at many of those churches and those neighborhoods, put a sign there that say sex offenders list. This church is on the offenders list. Sit down. All this black on, this blickety, blackety, black power, black this, black this. Shut up. Because if black lives really mattered, you be out there with them white folks at the at that Planned Parenthood at the front door trying to stop your daughter from killing that baby. You would care that much to stop your daughter from killing the baby, because some of you insisted that she got rid of the kids. You didn't think we knew. You didn't think that the daughter was not gonna call me and say my mama or my daddy want me to get rid of this baby. You didn't think I knew this? You know what I'm saying? So you trying to tell me Black Lives Matter only when a white cop kills a black man? Shut up. Sit your nasty butt down. You are a fool, and the Bible backs me up on this. I ain't marching with y'all. My feet hurt. It's ridiculous. The institutional stupidity that's inside of some of you black people. Yeah, this right here is the worst case of cognitive dissonance I had ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. Black Lives Matter. It don't matter to you because I never see you out there in a collective force like you gave your life to Black Lives Matter for the past couple weeks. You gave your life. You didn't eat, and you sweated, and you got on the phones, and then you called all your church members, and you was posting stuff on everybody's walls and the inboxes and DMs and all right and Instagrams and all this stuff. Come out there and let's march and maybe let's get rid of this. And then y'all standing in front of Chase Bank saying get your monies out of this bank right here, and then they bombing and Molotov cocktail, and now your neighborhood is in a mess. It's in the worst case than it ever have been before. It took 50 years after 1968 riots to build that freaking neighborhood. Now it's back to 1968 standards, and now it's like, what happened? You gave all your time and your energy and your money and all this stuff to this mess out here marching, and you went back to a community. I cannot go to the Walgreens across the street because it's boarded up. I can't go to the Chase Bank across the street because it's boarded up. The Family Dollar is boarded up. The gas station is boarded up. Do you not understand what I'm saying? There are people who have prescription drugs, their prescription in that Walgreens. And now, they as soon as y'all tore it up, they went back there and realized, I can't get my stuff. And the next drugstore is miles away. Some of these old folks they walked with their canes up there to the Walgreens, and your kids burned it down. Miss me. Miss me, you are a fool. Black Lives Matter. It don't matter to you. It never mattered to you. This weekend was another horrible killing spree in Chicago. This weekend, as of today. What's today's date? June I don't even know anymore, 20-something. This was the worst weekend all 2020. This weekend in Chicago, and you said nothing. I haven't heard a word from you, not a peep. I nobody posted on my wall. Nobody inboxed me. Nobody called me. Nothing. Quiet. Blessed quietness, holy quietness. You are a fool, and you think I'm gonna join you because you a preacher and you a co-worker in the gospel. You are a fool. And I will not run with a fool. I'm not helping you out there with nobody's fights and what have you. That's what the same thing that you black women did. You joined the white woman's fight on this freaking feminism and women's rights and women's this and women's that. And no one gonna wear them white women hate your guts, putting on them pink pussy hats and marching in the streets in 2016 against Donald Trump. And you out there, you black women out there, you leave your kids at home with babysitters bad enough the father ain't home, and you out there marching with them white women. They showed you how much they like you. They don't like you. They hate your guts. One of the most dangerous people in America is a white woman. One of the most dangerous personalities in America is the white woman. It's because of her that they destroyed Rosewood. Emmett Till lost his life. It's because of her. I believe Black Wall Street died, okay? It's because of her. Many of you black, you African Americans don't have anything. It's because of that white woman. Now you out there marching with her. Please, I don't care. I don't care. You think I care the fallback that I'm going to get from this? I don't care. I got white friends. I got white women friends. They love me. I love them. But you best believe I got them at a certain bay here. All right, we got some boundaries, just some boundaries, because I still know that there's something in you that's telling me to be careful. There's something in you. I lived in Rapid City, South Dakota, amongst them. Over half of our church was white. We had a black pastor, but a white audience, a Native American audience, and I ministered with them. I worshiped with them. I ate at their tables. We went to the movies together. We went to the parks together. I played the piano with them in their little clubs and what have you. Oh, it was a great time, but I knew I had to keep them at a certain boundary, because when they was talking and rallying with the Fox News folks, they had a different talk, a different language. See, they like you. They don't love you. They like your culture. They like your music. They like your food. They like your women. They like the way you talk. Okay, they love your music and the way you act. They'll go to your football games and basketball games, and they'll support this, support that, support this. But when they go to their white churches, they talk another language, and you are a fool to think that you could just trust all these white folks because they done piled up with you. And they'll tell you, 2 of my best friends are black. They can count their black friends. Shut up, miss me. I ain't joining forces with all that stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm too old, and I'm going to be old next week, I'm closer to the grave, and I'm tired of you black folks being fooled because somebody throw a chicken bone at you, and you keep running to everything you see. You are foolish, and wisdom is not in you. You have been given a delusion. You've been handed a delusion like these white evangelicals who are in their churches. Why do you think it was no coincidence that Rod Parsley said what he said, but y'all are bitter and y'all are members of his church? The black, he's got a black band, and he squall like a black man, and and he talk like a black man. He loves the black culture, and he loves the way y'all worship and all this stuff, and y'all followed him. And you mean to tell me that you surprised that he said what he said last week? You've been with him all these years, and you didn't know that this is what he really think about you? Why? Notice where he's always hanging out. The Church Channel, TBN, the Word Network, and all these places. Do you not understand that racism is in gospel music as well as evangelical, the generals of the gospel, okay? These white evangelicals. There's racism among things that you think is, we're one together. I'm listening to these rappers talking about it. I never seen racism because all these white folks went to your rap concert. You are a jackleg fool to think that these white boys and girls are coming to your concerts, that they love you, and there is no racism in them because they like your music. I keep telling y'all, this music is what's bearing you, because you think that music is the gospel. It's not the gospel. Stop using music to try to evangelize to the world. It don't work. That's why you black people fell victim to Snoop Dogg when he released that gospel album. Y'all fell for this mess, and the church got divided because Snoop Dogg started singing about Jesus Christ, and his grandmama told him to do this, and y'all like, yeah, he's saved now. Listen to this music. There's something in this music that said that, oh man, and that's how these Pied Pipers get you, because they sing your slave song, and then you run to them. And then what happened after that? A few months later, you saw Snoop talking about F you. Kiss my mother, he was all over the place. Suck my this and that, all this stuff. And only just a few weeks later, After he released the album, y'all had ran over there, and this big crowd of y'all ran over there, and then he started doing this, and I didn't hear a peep out of y'all. I didn't hear a word from y'all. I didn't hear nothing from you pastors who supported this mess. Nothing. All these gospel artists who lined up with him on the album, I didn't hear nothing from you. Nothing. Nothing. Silence. And you did that with Kanye West, the same thing. He came to your town and he started packing out your churches, and these black pastors said, let him in here. He gonna bring all these people in here. But I, who've always been on this side, I'm a gospel artist too. I'm a musician too. I'm a preacher too. And you wouldn't give me the mic. You wouldn't give my brother the mic, but you gave it to this dude from the outside. No covering. You're like, well, he got a pastor. Yeah, go check out his pastor. Oh, these guys come out of the woodworks because they're popular, and then you gave them your pulpits, all right? And then guess what happened after that? Guess what? Guess what happened after that? This man was trying to set up his own little church, all right? And pulling in your folk, and y'all was divided over this. Y'all were fighting over Kanye and Snoop to the dog. And nobody was fighting for the gospel of Jesus Christ. Why? Because this music has tripped y'all up. And America has always used black music to get you. That's why whenever there's a presidential election, an inauguration address, they bring in the gospel choir. Whenever there's an award show, they bring in the gospel choir. Okay, I don't care if it's a hip hop award show, they bring in the gospel choir. If the governor or the mayor of your town is getting ready to do something, they bring in the gospel choir. If they're getting ready to sell a MacBook Pro or some type of Microsoft product, what do? They bring in the choir. Work it out. Work it out. They selling a Chrome. They're selling a computer product, gospel music. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. Why? They understand us. They have the heartbeat of black folks. Shut up. You are the biggest fool I've seen in the history of America. You got itching ears. That's exactly what it is, Joanne. And I don't want to be a part of none of your shenanigans. This ain't nothing but some country bumpkin. Amos and Andy mess. You live in white man's house. You live in the big house. You are an Uncle Tom. You are an uppity nigger. That's what you are, and I'm trying to tell you, that's what they see you. I don't care if you got a nice suit on and they put you in this and here and the white folks put you over there. They still see you as an uppity nigger. That's what they see you as an uppity nigger. And if you cross the line, if you say the wrong thing, if you want to date their daughter, you are a nigger. You'll always be the nigger in their eyes. Do you not understand that? You can't see that. So there's no surprise that people like Steve Harvey got treated the way he did. He realized that everybody, all the white folk loved him, and then he woke up one day and realized, I'm just a nigger. I ain't even know. I'm just a nigga. He ain't know that. As long as your skin is that color, that's what you are. And you keep falling for this mess. Meanwhile, your neighborhood is in shambles. Black Lives Matter. It don't matter to you. You are a fool. It don't matter to you. It never mattered to you. Go to your churches and look at the makeup. You own nothing. You own jack. How could you, Chicago, 2.7 million people, all these black folks that live in America in our little areas, because Chicago is the most segregated city in the country, and how can you have all these black people in this community and you still own nothing? How could you have one surviving bank left? One bank out of all the millions and millions and millions of dollars raised on a Sunday morning from the hours of 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock, multi-millions of dollars are raised and you own nothing. How could you raise that much millions of dollars and many of the people in your churches are struggling financially? Some of them are on public aid and many of them are unemployed. How could you build a mega church in an impoverished neighborhood and you employ 5 people? And the neighborhood is a mess. How could that bank, a white European bank, own that building that you put all your money together to build? How could that freaking be possible in America in 20 to the freaking 20? How is that possible that you are a $1 trillion industry? You black folks, $1 trillion, and you are consumers and not producers. White people sit in their meetings, in their clubs, and in their steam rooms, and they laugh. They're in derision over the stupidity and the laziness of black people. I can't believe that you keep falling for this stuff. They sit there, exactly, Michelle, sitting fat. You don't even own the building you worship in. How is that possible? And then when the country shut down, you ran to the government, Uncle Sam, you started sucking Uncle Sam's titty. And before you were sucking his tit, you decided that you wanted to go up under a 501c3. So you was already sucking the tit of America. Because the 501c3 says that you are a creature of the state. That means the state owns you. That is not the house of God. That bank owns the church building, and the church organization itself is owned by the state, which called you a creature because you thought that you needed to get Uncle Sam's permission so that you can save on taxes. You could be a non-for-profit. And the government told you already a non-for-profit. As soon as you put church on the door, you already non-for-profit. You didn't need to file no 501c3. So because you did this, thanks for coming to me now. Now I'm going to tell you, here's what you can and cannot preach. And trust me, they're not enforcing it now, but they will. They will. You are a creature of the state. Talking about, this is the church of God. No, it's not. It's the church of Chicago. It's the church of LA. It's the church of America. The government owns your church and you. You're foolish. And wisdom don't reign in you. And then you go in there and then you rape and pillage folks spiritually and economically. What the heck is going on? And you never bring in financial advisors in that church. You don't even bring a nurse up in there. And you got these bootleg nurses in there because they got all white on with the hat on, and you cough and they go over there and give you an aspirin. Heck, I could give you an aspirin. Here's ibuprofen. Here it is, okay? No, man, come on, man. Bring a registered nurse or doctor in there once a month and talk about health. Bring in a nutritionist in there and talk about your diet. You understand? Bring in an epidermist. Bring in somebody to talk about why your kids got all these acne problems, what have you. Bring that in the church since all this money is coming in there. These people giving you all this money. Bring in these people. Bring in the CEOs. Bring in those who invest in the stock market, okay? Bring in financial advisors in there once a month and empower these people and stop being freaking lazy. The offering is low, so what do? Instead of bringing in financial advisors, you bring in some bootleg prophet. He comes in there and says, $50 line, $100 line. It's your season. Decree, declare. I know the plans I have for you. If my people which call by my name. All these phrases you bring in from Old Testament, all right? And then before you know it, yeah, he's right. Prophet, you're right, prophet. And you bring in these soothsayers because they know your social security number. Who lives at 555 Sycamore Avenue? Me, prophet. Or come to the mic. The price is right. All right, now God says if you give $300, God's going to bless you in 300 days. All this crap and mess. And God is going to judge this church at large for this. You pastors, have been placing these people over this witchcraft, and the spirit of Jezebel run rampant through these churches. It's a control spirit, and God's going to punish you for this sooner or later. I think he had already did it through COVID-19. He hit that reset button and shut those churches down so that you can go home and minister to your own children, your own spouse, your own community. Stay your butt home. He shut it down for 3 months. What have you done in 3 months? The only ones who are coming out of this and surviving are the remnants who heard from the Lord. You fooling, you just fall for anything. You fall for anything. So now you're gonna pull me out of my home and want me to march with Black Lives Matter. I gotta go through where there is like this is a house right here, and then this is an abandoned building right here, and next to the abandoned building is a lot. That lot they tore that house down 9 years ago, and the lot is still there, and the weeds is higher than me. Next to that is a house that's falling down. Understand? That's the neighborhoods I gotta walk through to go over downtown and march with Black Lives Matter. Why do I have to go all the way downtown to march with Black Lives Matter? Huh? Why can't I march in my own neighborhoods where the thugs and the ones who are selling drugs on the corner, where they can say, we got to get out of here? No, I got to leave my neighborhood to go down there to the white folks area and say Black Lives Matter, and then tear up Magnificent Mile downtown Michigan Avenue. You are a fool. You are a jack-leg fool, and wisdom does not reign in you. So what do? They coined it black on black crime. They did that on purpose. This is the narrative, all right? These are code words, black on black crime. You are thugs. When you out there marching, you're a thug. That's what you are. That's what they call you. That's what they see you as, a thug. Look at them niggas out there marching, protesting. And then the white folks, they say, that's Antifa marching with them. They say they can't even see their own people. They call them Antifa. They got to give it a name. It's a code word. It's smoke and screams what it is. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at Chicago. Okay, look at this. Look at this. 18 murders in 24 hours inside the most violent day in 60 years in Chicago. This is crazy. Hard-working father killed. Westside High School student murdered. A man killed among Southsiders. College freshman. All right, look at this. And then Father Flager he gets to talking about stuff, and I see what he's saying. I see what Flager's trying to say here, but notice that the narrative flips what Flager is saying. All right, I'm gonna talk about Flager in a minute. Let me go down to another here. Positive influence. Let me go to a website. Look at this. This is what's happening. Black Lives Matter, huh? Shot after her own graduation party. Black Lives Matter. Makes no sense. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Shut up. Shut up. I'm with you. I'm with you, Michelle. I mean, it was the churches where they went for community help. The government used to release prisoners, all right? And where did they send these cons or these ex-cons? They sent them to the church for help. Now they send them to the church. Y'all gonna try to get some tithes and offerings out of them. It's ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous. I'm not following nothing. I'm not following nothing y'all got going on. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You wearing my behind out. I'm skinny now because I'm losing weight because I'm tired of fighting this battle alone. Look at this. 30 cities with the highest murder rate. All right, I want y'all to pay close attention to this right here. Now, this was in 2017. All right, now y'all look at this date. That's 2017. All right, now, this is from the city I used to live in, South Dakota. That's what this publication is from. All right, now, look at the cities that are responsible for this, the highest murder rates, okay? Waco, Texas, all right, they start at 30, all right? Now, I want y'all to tell me what is the similarity between these cities. Waco, Texas. Here it is, South Bend, Indiana. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture. Okay, Indianapolis, Indiana. Miami, Florida. South Carolina, there it is. Chicago, Illinois is 25 on the list, all right? 25 on the list. 2.7 million people, all right? Pay close attention to that number, 25 out of 30, all right? Okay. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Blessings to you, Dwayne Rose, all right? Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let me see if your city is in here. Kansas City, Kansas. Richmond, Virginia. Okay. Atlanta, Georgia, 19. This is in 2017, all right? Y'all are 19 in Atlanta. San Bernardino, California, 18. Oakland, California, 17. Memphis, Tennessee is 16. West Palm, Florida. Cincinnati, Ohio, 14. Savannah, Georgia, 13. Kansas City, 12. Washington, the District of Columbia, okay, 11. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, y'all are 10. Let's see, Salinas, California is number 9. Hartford, Connecticut is 8. Baton Rouge is number 7. Jackson, Mississippi is number 6. Birmingham, Alabama is number 5. New Orleans is number 4. Detroit, Michigan, you are number 3. You were number 3 in 2017. Okay. Baltimore, Maryland is number 2. And in 2017, St. Louis, Missouri was the number 1 murder capital of the country. Just 317,000 people there, but you are number 1 per capita. Okay? Let me ask y'all a question. What's the similarities in those cities? Can y'all tell me what it is? Can y'all tell me the similarities in those cities? That's out of 30. That's from 2017, the murder rate. All right? Now look at the makeup in politics in those cities. Sin City didn't make the list. Yeah, Joe Hill, ain't that something? Joe Hill lives in Sin City, and it ain't even on the list. And y'all call it Sin City. Y'all call it Sin City, okay? Demetrius, ding, 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 ding. Lisa, ding, ding. Amber, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, there it is. Come on, y'all. There it is, the kid. Ding, ding, ding. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Black cities. Democratic, ran mostly by black folks. A lot of these have black mayors, black councilmen, black senators, black representatives, black folks. Yes. Murder rate high. And you wonder why the white woman see you walking down the street and she clenching her purse and she wants to walk across the street. You wonder why. You say it's not fair. She shouldn't do that. Y'all remember the movie called not Crack. What was it called? Oh man, the movie where the rappers in. It's a race. It's a movie about the white cops had pulled what's his name over in the truck with his girlfriend, all right, and then the white cops start filling up on her and what have you, and she's like, and her boyfriend ain't saying anything. Who's the actor to play on the Fox show called the hip hop show? Not Get Out. It's Crash. Thank you, Dan. It was bothering me. You remember Crash? You remember how Crash started off? Who's the rapper? At the beginning, it's the rapper and the other guy. They walking down the street, all right, and they talking about, look at that woman grabbing her purse, clenching her purse, all right? That's a shame, man. They think we're going to, look at them. They afraid of us. Why are they so afraid of us? It don't make any sense, man. It's rough being a black man in this town, okay? And then fast forward, they go into a store and they say, stick it up, stick them up, okay? Why would you think that is unfair that Fox always bring in Negroes to talk about the Negro plight? Thank you, Ludacris, that's his name. Yeah. Why do you think that they are nervous? Why do you think the President of the United States always talk about Chicago like it's the worst city in the world, when Chicago was only 25 on this list? But every time Chicago comes up in your mouth, it's always the murder capital of the world. Why? Can y'all tell me why? Terrence Howard. Thank you, Dakota. I was struggling. My church brought in finance. Praise God, Laureline. Yeah. Can y'all tell me why Chicago was always number 1 when on this list it was 25 in 2017? Trump was still the president then. Well, let me fast forward to 2020. Okay? Because when I was Ubering during this time, 2017, I was Ubering, okay, around up and down the Chicago streets. And I would Uber downtown Chicago, and these white folk from across the world would come and get in my Uber car, all right? They from areas that I will never, ever visit, okay? And I'm driving, and the white folks in the backseat asking me questions about Chicago, and their most popular question is, hey, you think I'm going to get shot here in Chicago? And it just pissed me off when I would hear them say that. Yes, Pitts, that's it. That's exactly it. And so I couldn't take it anymore. So one time, I pulled my car over, and I turned around to this white couple, and I said, let me ask y'all a question. They said, yes, Mr. Black Uber driver. I said, why the hell would you spend all this money to travel to a city where you think you're going to get murdered? And they were like, y'all think we got big eyes? Their eyes were like this. Well, can you drive now? I couldn't take it no more, y'all. I was peed off to the utmost festivity. I said, why the hell would you white folks spend thousands of dollars to come to this city knowing that you're going to die? How crazy are you? Yeah, can you pull over right here? Right, Patrick, stone him. I couldn't believe it. It drove me crazy. I couldn't take it no more. Yeah, because known Irish and Italian gang activities. Exactly. I said that Al Capone died 100 years ago, man. And we don't have that mess going on in Chicago like y'all think it is. These fools that are shooting each other are mostly gang related. They have horrible aim. So when you hear of a citizen getting shot, it's because the gang member was shooting at another gang member and he's got horrible aim. They need to go to shooting ranges and learn how to shoot each other. They don't know how to shoot. So I said, listen, that makes no sense. So let's look at 2020. Because what I told him next, I said, pull out your phone. I said, pull out your phone. I said, now go to Google. Y'all got Google on your phones. I said, now type in the safest city in America. Type that in. It says, okay, Mr. Bitter Black Man. I said, you go to Rob Parsley Church, don't you? I wanted to. All right. So they typing in safest city. I said, now you tell me, give me the list. Start from the bottom up. They said, okay, Mr. Black Man, you sure is bitter. And they said number one. They started giving the city names. All right. And when they got to number 18, guess what city popped up as the 18th safest city in America? Can y'all put it in the comments? Huh? Can y'all put it in the comments? The 18th safest city in 2017. Y'all like, wait a minute, ain't y'all on this list that you just showed back then? Y'all don't know numbers, do you? Y'all don't know nothing about numbers, do you? And when they said, oh my God, Chicago was the 18th safest city, I said, yes. The likelihood of you white folks getting shot down in Chicago is the likelihood of a thunderbolt coming in this car and killing all three of us. I said, don't believe the hype. Yo, freaking crazy president. I said, y'all watch Fox News, don't you? Stop watching Fox News. I said, Chicago is the 18th safest city in America. You didn't know that, but you thought that we was the worst, and so you booked a flight here. White folks, how dumb are you? Who books a trip? They had their kids in the back seat. You mean to tell me you put your whole family in danger because you thought that you were going to get killed in this city after hearing what Donald Trump said? You are a fool. I was just telling a coworker that we, Chicago, were much better off when we were either quarantined, shut up, and come on, shut in. I can't believe some of the hype that y'all believe about our city. Now let's go to the hype of let's update the hype. 25 most dangerous cities, 2020. That's today, y'all. If you're watching this show in 2021, I'm sorry, I can't back up the stats. But right now, this is the stats. Okay? Let's go down here. Where is it? I'm going to have to refresh the page. Do I have to refresh? Okay. All right, y'all ready? Let's do this again, class. All right? Let's do this again. Let's go back up to 25. Where's 25? I'm looking for 25. Where is it? All right, 25. Now, y'all tell me if you see the same cities. Chattanooga, Tennessee, 25. Okay, I might have to refresh this page because it's really acting up. Let me refresh. Hold on, y'all. Let me refresh this. Okay. Beaumont, Texas. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 23. That's where Donald Trump was just this weekend. While it may not be under attack by mass criminals like HBO hits series The Watchmen, the real life city of Tulsa is still a dangerous place. Dangerous place, y'all. In fact, based on this violent crime, Tulsa is the most dangerous major city in the state of Oklahoma. Come on, y'all. Come on. Hartfield, Connecticut, 22. Lansing, Michigan, 21. Nashville, Tennessee, 20. New Orleans, 19. Wichita, Kansas, 18. Indianapolis, Indiana, right up the street, y'all, 17. Oakland, California, 16. Anchorage, Alaska, 15. I got friends in Missouri here, Springfield. Y'all are 14 on the list. Yeah, San Bernardino, got friends there. You're number 13. Congratulations. Albuquerque, congratulations. I got many Christian friends live there. 12, you're 12 on the list. Yay. Rockford, all right, right up the street here. You're number 11. Congratulations, Stockton. You're number 10. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right up the street. Congratulations, you're number 9. Little Rock, that's where my mama was born. And all right, you're number 8. 7, Cleveland, Ohio. Yep, you're number 7. Congratulations, Kansas City, you're number 6. Oh, St. Louis, Missouri. Congratulations, you're number 5. Baltimore, Maryland. Congratulations, you're number 4. Birmingham to the Alabama. Congratulations. All that history there from where Martin Luther King and his writing the letter in jail and all. I mean, you still number 3? Oh, come on. Memphis, Tennessee, right here. That's where Elvis did his twist. Okay, that's where the Church of God in Christ headquarters is. How can you have such a 6 million strong in the Church of God in Christ and you number 2 on that list? Are y'all really fasting and praying? Huh? Is that all y'all doing is paying tithes and offerings and having conventions, convocations, and AIM meetings and women's conventions? But you number 2. Guess who number 1? Congratulations, Detroit, Michigan. You are number 1 in crime. The Motor City just can't seem to catch a break. In 2017, I think y'all was number 3. You now number 1. While most major cities continue to grow, Detroit has seen one of the steepest population declines over the half century. At its peak, the city was home to 1.8 million people in 1950s, but the decline in manufacturing jobs has driven the population down. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what's going on. Black Lives Matter. Miss me with the banter. It's all lies. Let me ask y'all a question. Was Chicago on that list? Buddy said my license was revoked when I did my Kojic rebuke on YouTube. It's probably got like 20,000 views right now. Oh, they snatched my license a long time ago. I don't get the calls I used to. Let me ask y'all a question. Was Chicago on that list? I started at what, number 25? Can y'all tell me, was Chicago on that list? So when you hear your white friends talk about what's going on in Chicago, show them the list. Show them the list. Show them the list. Revoked and burned. Yeah. Show them the list. And then show them, and that's not just that website. Show them several websites where Chicago don't show up on the list. Yet, the narrative is we are the worst. I live here. My daughter lives here. My godsons and daughters live here. Okay? My church is here. All kind of stuff. And I live in the hood. Lived in the hood all my life. And they know me. And when I walk outside, it's like, hey, Elder Jones, or hey, Sirwalterj, or hey, Walter, or hey, neighbor. I live in the heart of the hood. I live in a little neighborhood called, we don't call them towns, we call them neighborhoods. There's 77 neighborhoods in Chicago. I think they're trying to make 78, all right? Because of gentrification and white folks spreading out, they're trying to make more neighborhoods. But we got 77, and I live in one of the lower graded neighborhoods called Roseland on the border of Pullman, historic Pullman area. So I'm kind of on the borderline of poverty and come up. My street is on the borderline, right there, dividing line of poverty and come up. All right, that's where I live. All right. So if I want some good donuts, some old fashioned donuts, and some greasy this and that, I go in the poverty area. But if I want to come up where the workers get paid more, they dress up nice, what have you, then I go in the Pullman area, just right across the street. All right, Jackie says she's in West Pullman. All right, and so I live here, and I hear gunshots every now and then. Now you're hearing shots because everybody's popping firecrackers and fireworks. Okay, but I live in Roseland, and I hear gunshots every now and then. You understand? I lived on the west side, the greater west side of Chicago, up near Humboldt Park. And I heard gunshots every now and then. I live on the borderline of the disciples and the vice lords. We had to walk through all this gang activity on our way to Orr High School on the west side on Chicago Avenue in Pulaski. And my father had 9 children, and we walked up and down those streets, and everybody kind of knew us. They just knew us. Yeah, Ernest, I live in the wild 100s. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's true, for Walter's home is protected by the tree. yeah. Buddy, understand? It's an insider, by the way. All right? I'm protected. So y'all see me doing my walk in the parks, my Romance in the Park series. All right, when it's nice and dark, it's 10:30 at night, and I'm walking, and y'all like, please be careful, L. Jones, be careful. And I'm like, shut up, shut up. Nothing happens over here. And then we're in the hood, but it doesn't matter if it's the hood. We all know each other. Yeah, stuff happens in affluent neighborhoods. You see crime happening in places where people make the median income is $100,000. It can happen anywhere. But I'm protected. I got a cover over me. I just need you to know. But again, that's just the way it is. So when your white friends tell you this is going on, they never came here. They never been here. And if they did, those people who rode the Ubers in my Uber car, they did not want me to take them into the neighborhoods. When these white folks got in my car, they stayed in the downtown area or up north area where the jazz clubs were. They never wanted me to take them into the black neighborhoods. They didn't want me to take them into the Hispanic neighborhoods. They only wanted me to ride up and down the Chicagoland area and the Gold Coast. If you live in Chicago, Gold Coast means something. Yeah, the vice lords. Yeah, come on, Michelle Carter. Girl, how old are you? Yeah, they do a lot of shooting down by 103rd and 107th Michigan all the time. I'm always over there doing ministry. That's in Roseland. Yeah. Okay, now, that's Justin is telling you how far west you got to go. Okay? I live east of Michigan Avenue, but usually when you hear about something, some shooting, what have you, and it's in Roseland, there's a dividing line, all right? That's either west of Michigan Avenue or further south of 111th Street. That's where much of the shooting is. And he said, you got that right. Understand? So I know where I live. But here's the thing. If you're not the target, I'm trying to tell you, you just need to not be outside during the wicked hours. Stop being the target. Arnett says he went to church on 122nd South. Yeah. You don't be the target. Yep. I went to Chicago to preach and was terrified based upon what I saw on the news. See, Saunders, there it is. Man, listen. Come on. We got the best of everything. My white guitar player at my church, Carl Benson, when y'all was looting and tearing up stuff, his little crazy white self decided to come into the black neighborhoods and help y'all clean up these stores. And they ain't touch him. They ain't bother him. He said, well, what are y'all afraid of? And here's the thing. I don't know. Sometimes I talk too much. But here's the thing. He said, Elder Jones, I'm asking missions people to come to the neighborhoods with me. And they was like, nah, I'm praying for you, Carl. Did y'all hear what I just said? I don't care what nobody said. Come after me. I don't care. I live in a bunker. Right? My white guitar player who God's rightly saved said, I'm going into y'all's neighborhoods to help these stores clean up and I'm going to sweep the streets. I said, well, praise God, Carl, because I just got through doing that. All right? So go ahead. He says, Elder Jones, I asked those who travel on mission trips around the world to come and join me. And their response was, we're praying for you, Carl. Patrick, I'm trying to tell you, they're coming after me, man. They're coming after me. I grew up on Polk and Kedzie, down the street from Manley High School. Come on, Polk and Kedzie. Man, Elder Kevin McGee was in the heart of it. The white people they ain't scared of us, Justin. They ain't scared of us. Yeah, missions. What the heck is that? Right, Patrick? Yeah. Missionaries. They travel all around the world. All around the world. Hasn't been automatically lowered because then, yeah, they travel all around the world. Last I checked, it's called Home and Foreign Mission. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, it's called Home Foreign Mission. See, God don't want you doing all that foreign work if you can't do nothing at home. He talked about those who desires the office of bishops. You desire a good thing, and then he says, your home is in shambles. Your children don't even respect you. How are you gonna serve in the house of God? He said, you are worse than an infidel if they don't know you inside your own house. They don't respect you at home. Your wife don't like you, and your children hate your guts. And at the bank, they don't like you because you a mean pastor. I'm Bishop Esquire, Apostle, Granddaddy this, Grand Poobah of the apostles. And every time you go into the bank, they're like, here he come again. They hate you. Then you're going to go into church and try to rule well. And the Bible says, miss me with that. So you're going to travel around the world in Bangladesh and Russia and Haiti and all these darkest parts of Africa. And then the white man say, I'm coming to your neighborhood to help you clean up. You like, we praying for you. Bow your head, Carl. Father, in the name of Jesus, this white man sure is crazy. We're praying for you. We're praying for you. Now go. We're sending you into the neighborhoods. And when you pass by my house, if you see some paper on the floor, pick it up, all right? Because I live over there. A man that won't fish in his own lake. Ooh, man. Bishop Dr. Elder Durong. Man, yeah, I'm buddy. I'm banned now. I'm banned from all activities. Not all of them are afraid because they've been around some of us. Yeah, come on, Joanne. Yeah, I know. You can go to places around the world, but can't help your own home. Yep, because you scared. And this is why the kids are destroying the neighborhoods, because the parents scared. The kids live in the house with these parents who go to work. The kids got a lock on their door, and they are 7 years old. They got a computer in there, a TV in there, a phone in there. They 7 years old. They got a lock on the door, and they telling parents, you knock before you come in here, and all these things are right. And the parents go to school, go to work, and the kids go to school, and they become latchkey kids that come home on their own and watch themselves cook their own meals, or they don't even cook. They eat at Popeyes, or they eat at some sandwich shop, or they eat somewhere, some greasy spoon, all right? And these parents are frightened of their own children. So when you are raising them in that environment all those years, guess what happens? They get assimilated, acclimated, and affiliated in their neighborhoods in all of the crime, and they get desensitized to murders. They get desensitized to it, all right? And then they become a part of it. Evil communication corrupts good manners. And then they out there doing the looting and the shooting and the robbing and the pillaging and what have you. And then they come back to your house and don't tell you nothing, all right? And you act like you don't know nothing going on. But yet you seeing a brand new stereo system sitting in your living room, and you didn't buy it. And your 12-year-old, he ain't got no job, but you benefiting off of the crime spree of this kid. That's the problem in Chicago. I can't speak for your neighborhoods, but this weekend was the worst weekend in crime in Chicago, and nobody's marching. Nobody saying nothing. You are a fool. Fool. You send this, y'all share this with your pastor friends, these elder friends, missionary friends, those on mission work. Share this video right now, and then tell them, go in my inbox and talk to me directly, and tell them I said they are a fool, and I have a just cause by calling them that. Tell them I said it. You ain't gotta say it. Let me be your mouth speak. Your mouth speak. Let me be your mouth speak. All right, the streets become their teachers. Yes, I don't care. I don't care about the backlash. I don't care. I don't give two dead flies. Miss me with this. I was riding around my neighborhood last night, finding the fireworks hot spots, asking them to stop firing off the M80. Them M80s was going off, man. You thought it was World War II, man. I can't do it. Hey y'all, Carnell Davis is here. I don't know why I even give him the time of day. I bet you, I don't even want to read this. Let me take this off the screen. I don't even want to read that. All right, I used to sing in Chicago a lot and do shows with the Gospel Music Workshop of America. Kojic. When I was younger, my brother and I learned a lot about urban history in the Chicago channel, but the icing on our, oh man, yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now watch this. Now I got another. Listen, here's my screen here. Here's what I do, okay? Yes, so the Christmas in July is for sure. What? The Christmas in July is for sure? I don't know what that means. All right, here's what I do when I turn on my Fire Stick, okay? Show y'all. All right, here it is. Amber said, don't do it, it's a setup. All right, I see this, and I'm sure here's what y'all do. Y'all go here, and I go to YouTube because I educate myself on some things. All right, and here are some of the, not up here, down here. All right, here are the channels here. All right, you got Netflix, all right, Prime Video, and IMDb, okay, stuff like that. All right, that's frequent by many of you. All right. Now, when I go to my Fire Stick, okay, I go down here, not to the sponsors ad. I go here sometimes, Black Lives Matter, because there's some really great movies here about blacks in America. Okay, great stuff. I don't go to the Prime, all right, the originals, unless it's a Saturday night and I've done all my work all week. Okay, I don't go here. I don't go here. I don't go here. I go here. It's called the news. And I don't just so much go to just ABC, CBS, all right? I check the news twice a day to see if I missed any highlights. I start off in the morning and then at the night if I missed anything. But I mostly keep my stuff locked on Yahoo. Right here, where is it? Here it is. Yahoo Finance. Bloomberg. You understand? Finance again. I skip that, go to HuffPost. Here's Bloomberg again. Bloomberg. Y'all see what's happening here? Bloomberg. All right. Where else do I go? All right. You should see also CNBC. Okay, these are ones that stays on the thingy. But you'll see CNBC, and then you'll see Fox Business News. All right. All this other stuff is a waste of your time. It's not helping you do nothing to pull yourself up and your family. Nothing. You wasting your time. Binging on Netflix all day long, and you're not empowering your brain to do something with your community. You turn on the news, George Floyd is shot, then you watch murder porn. You like to watch all these videos of cops killing, they're shooting or putting their knees and choking out the lives of black men, murder porn, and then you get riled up, and then you out in the street marching against injustice, and then you trying to tell them to defund the police department. Meanwhile, your neighborhood is in shambles, and the murder rate in Chicago just went up this weekend, and you telling me now, call the police. I can't call the police because you defunded them. You don't like the police. And when I was watching the news, they said that the neighborhood hate the police. So when a crime happened in the neighborhood, they know who shot that little girl, but they can't tell on that boy for a couple reasons. Number one, if they tell on that boy, they are afraid that there's going to be retaliation, so they won't tell. Number two, they hate the police. They don't trust the police. So guess what's going to happen in the black neighborhoods? Guess what's going to happen in black neighborhoods? Huh? The food, the news is feeding your mind poison. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Guess what's going to happen in the black neighborhoods? Can y'all tell me? Because if the crime is happening in the neighborhood and you're afraid of those kids and you know who did the crime and you won't say anything and you hate the police, matter of fact, you want the police to go away, guess what's going to happen in the neighborhood? It's a lose-lose situation. Lose-lose. And then you want me to leave the neighborhood in March with people who say that Black Lives Matter? Shut up. I've had enough of you and your mess. You keep watching the Sirwalterj show, and we're going to talk about black economics. You come here because Black Lives Matter over here. You best believe that. A code of silence. Yep. More crime. Yep. They won't tell because they're scared of their own. What's going to happen is we will cause our own to be extinct. Yep. Exactly. Why do they mistrust the police? Can y'all answer, Vanessa Deloney? Can y'all tell me, Pitts, Patrick, can y'all answer that question? Why do they mistrust the police? I want y'all to tell me why. Jackie Hines, can you tell me why? Tell him, who's that asked the question? Vanessa. Tell Vanessa why they distrust the police. Can y'all tell me? They don't distrust them when somebody break in their house. They trust the police then. They got to break in my house. See, if they're breaking the house across the street, but if they break in my house, 911, please. They know exactly what they are doing, and the church is silent, powerless. Yep, yes, they do. Been watching your shows over 6 years. Ooh, Jackie, I love your ketchup, by the way. Y'all should get you some Heinz ketchup. Yeah. Okay, they're answering your question, Vanessa. Javelin says, due to racism. Patrick says, I can't breathe. Who else? It will be one for all and all for one. George Jackson Jr. says, yes. Man, to be honest, we need people in the community to step the hell up. Justin, only I'm allowed to use those words. Brett Bolton says both are wrong. We need to definitely have some black accountability. Killing us is just as bad as the police we are marching about. Yep, that's true. They say snitches get stitches. There it is, Eleanor, because some of the police are in cahoots with them. I was waiting for that answer. Guess what the police does when you report that black boy shot that girl? Guess what the police say who called them? Can y'all tell me in the comments? Police killing us all the time. You call the police, they tell. Yep. Come on, y'all on it. And this is the stuff that you don't hear on Fox News. They don't tell you this. Maybe they don't know. Where are the neighborhood watch and block clubs? What happened to them? They got the sign in the window say, we call police. They ain't calling police. History Channel, because I've always loved history, but U.S. history makes me nauseous. And the History Channel don't even play history anymore. The History Channel play reality TV. The History Channel is they need to change the name. CPD is a gang of its own. Yep. The system is not designed to improve the black community. It's only designed to contain the black community. I'm trying to tell you, it was a rhetorical question because Walter acted as the community has no reason to mistrust them. That's what Vanessa said. I act. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Vanessa, looks like you got a lesson, because I don't believe it was rhetorical either. They distrust the police because they are holding grudges, Micah says. Yeah. Come on. Trying to tell y'all, police are snitches. They snitch. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all don't want to hear me. Just keep not wanting to hear me. Keep marching out there with them folks. The day's going to come, you're going to come back and say, Brother Jones, you were right. I can't do nothing with my kids, and my block is tore up. Then I'm going to tell you, too late, the rapture done came. I'll be in heaven, by the way, telling you that, because I ain't going to be down here. The block club members are benefiting from the spoils of the thieves. Yep, here's the answers. CPD have memberships in GDs, and vice lords, and the mob. Y'all better listen to these people. We live here. We know how this works. I was over a police choir. It was 60 police in that choir. You don't think I didn't hear the stories coming from the CPD? Man, please, they were straight gangster. I was the most powerful person in that choir room. They listened to me because they trusted me. And we have to love us first before we can. Come on, man. Yep, George Jackson, for the love of money. I'm trying to tell y'all, 12 shot, 2 killed at Juneteenth block party in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we are upset about what white folk, what Donald Trump. I'm trying to tell you. All right, Vanessa says she well educated. You said the reason that there was so much crime is because they want to defund. You didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear none of it, so I can't go back. The marching while their children are looting. Yep. I'm giving y'all time, and the clock keeper is getting ready to start shooting. Yep. Just tell the truth. It's reported not snitching. Doing the correct thing is righteous. I wouldn't be afraid because someone who killed someone out. Javelin Melody, yes. But believe it or not, that's easier said than done. There's some people are justifiably frightened stiff because they something happened to them because they told, or a family member told. And the white cops are members of the KKK. Yep, I'm trying to tell y'all don't want to listen to me. I live in Laughlin area, so you can't tell us absolutely nothing about police brutality. Hey, Vanessa, I'm talking about Chicago. What was my statement I said earlier? I says, I can't tell y'all about these other cities, but let me tell you what's happening in Chicago. Did I not say that? So you saying the TV show has been telling them about CPD all this time? VTM1, I don't be knowing what you be saying. What do you mean? Malcolm X black unity before black and white unity. Yeah, Vanessa, sweetheart. When they start saying sweetheart, when a black woman say, listen, sweetheart, it ain't pretty after that. Are you hearing any of what is being? y'all crack me up. Yeah, when a sister, when a sister say, listen, sweetheart. Oh, when they say that, brothers, sit down. You about to get educated. She wasn't listening. Oh, okay. Or y'all leave Vanessa alone. All right. So I get it. I get when you got people. I don't know how Vanessa votes. I don't know her stance. All right. So I'm gonna have to give her the benefit of the doubt. All right. But when you live in a certain territory, a certain neighborhood where things are not like it is in my neighborhood, you will never see it. You will never understand it. And I don't care where you live. And you can live in the cities that I showed you in this list of 25. You can live in those cities and never hear a gunshot. Do you not understand in the city of Chicago, there are white people who live up north, never heard a gunshot? The average police in Chicago never pulled his or her weapon. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Out of the thousands of cops we have here, the average police officer never once pulled their weapons from the holster. How do I know? Because that's what they told me. The cop said, I never pulled my gun out of my holster. I had it on my hand, but I never had to pull it. And they never shot it unless I was at the gun range. The only time I removed the gun from my holster was when I was at home when I was getting ready to go to bed. So there's many people who live in impoverished and crime-ridden a city who never heard a gunshot. So it doesn't matter because you live in a certain area where it was on the list. You live in a certain neighborhood away from that. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? And that's fine, Vanessa. That's why I'm giving you the Jumbotron opportunity. She says, I simply disagree with your assertions, and that's fine. I love it when people disagree with me because it allows me to go live. This whole live was about disagreements. So I love it. Love it. All right? Disagree with me all you want to. You can't disagree with a man who lives here and you don't live here. You can't disagree with it. All right? I'm a black man. How can a white person, I'm not saying you white, but maybe you are white. I don't know. But a white person can't disagree with a black man, tell you what a black man go through. How you going to disagree with what I go through? I can't tell you white folk what you go through. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when I go to these meetings, these white women, black women before the shutdown was calling me to these sessions to talk about my book and black men's plights and all this stuff in relationships, and black men be on the panel, and the women in the audience would come to the mic and say, I got a question about you black men. Why black men, blah, 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 blah. And the black man would tell you why we do it, and then the women in the audience say, no, that ain't happening. That's not true. And then I'm like, I couldn't tell you no more. I said, wait a minute. Why would you black women invite us to come sit on the panel and you ask us questions about us? We tell you what's going on with us and you disagree with. Why do we keep coming to these meetings and you're not going to agree with us? We're telling you what we feeling inside, and you trying to tell me that ain't why you crying. Shut up. So I stopped going to those meetings. I stopped. All right, stop. Okay, clock keeper, my bad. Let me shut it down because I ain't even ate yet. And it's almost 4:00 at Central Standard Time, and I ain't even ate yet. All right, go to giftedfriends1 at gmail.com and send me a birthday wish. Next week is my birthday. Just 1 week from now, I'll be celebrating so many years. Go there and give me a 30-second, just a 30-second. Give me a Sirwalterj Jones catchphrase, and then say, this is Demetri Pitts from Pahokee, California, and I want to wish Sirwalterj Jones a happy birthday. Say a catchphrase. That's it. That's all the instructions you got. Send it to that email right there, and I'll share it with the world. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. and all the rest of you. Marching is cool, but what is the plan after the march? That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Oh, sorry. What black-owned restaurant are we eating today? It's on video, and I didn't put it in the queue. All right, so I'll put it in the queue tomorrow. All right. I ate at a Jamaican restaurant yesterday with my daughter. It was so good. Ooh, it was so good. Let me see if I show you the picture, it's gonna go through it because it's a green screeny type thingy. Okay. That's the dish I had. Ooh, it was so good, y'all. I'm looking for the name of the restaurant again. What is it? Oh yeah, it's called Jagril. Jagril. It's green, so it'll right there. Jagril. Hyde Park, authentic Jamaican. Man, it's some good food. Good food. We buy black, y'all. On the Sirwalterj Jones, we talk about one black establishment a week. Go there and eat. I think they got a couple locations. I can't remember. All right, but yeah, good food. All right, y'all. I gotta go before I get in trouble. Mama gonna get me. Mama gonna knock you out. All right. If you learned anything today, there's the Cash App. If you want to be a blessing to the ministry, that's fine. I appreciate it, because these lights show is expensive. Laughing, my children. Yeah. All right. Hey, if you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit the smash the button. Take your thumb, and if you love Black Lives, smash the like button right quick. It's about 90 of you left. Go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. And every day, pretty much, we go live for about an hour when the clock keeper give me extra time. And we talk about this stuff. Yeah, we talk about this stuff. I hope black people will march. Buy black, own black. Vanessa Deloney, thank you. And amen. Buy black, own black. Amen. Jagril in Hyde Park, 1510 East Harper Court, Chicago, right there. Go there this week and tell them Sirwalterj Jones sent you, and they'll treat you just right. All right? Here's the phone number until I get my stuff together. There it is. Try them out, Jackie. I waited 2 hours only because they're not allowed to serve inside. But this Friday, they will. The mayor is opening up the city in its fifth phase, and they'll be able to go inside and feed you inside. So that's why I had to wait 2 hours. But it was the greatest wait because it was a beautiful sunny day. I was with my daughter, and the food was delicious. All right, try them out. We'll talk more about them tomorrow. All right, and that's it. Okay, I got nothing else. I done peed y'all off enough. Thank you so much. I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hey, hit the share button if you're on Facebook right now. Share button. About 80 of you left. Hit the share button. Bam, share it so that the gospel can be preached all over the world. Anyway, I don't know. Today was just the gospel truth. Bye. Bye-bye.